Next on the call is interim head coach Dawson Odums from Southern University. Is Coach Odums on the line?
Yes, sir. How you doing this morning?
Doing just fine, Coach Odom. Jaguars were at home this weekend, came up short 6-0 to Mississippi Valley State. The Jags on the road this weekend, heading down to play Jackson State, 4 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. Coach, let's look back at last week's game against Mississippi Valley and then jump in the time machine and move forward to this weekend's game against Jackson.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you fine.
Okay. Well, last week was Thursday night was a tough night for the Jaguars. We did some good things. We also did some bad things. We're going to focus on cleaning up the bad things and hope we continue to improve on the good things. We know we're facing a tough challenge. We're facing a very good Jackson State football team, but we're looking forward to going up the highway to face those guys. Adversity, we face a little bit of adversity, but that's in the past. All we're trying to do is move this football team forward and do the best we can with the days that we have in preparing for Jackson State. Turnovers plagued us a little bit Thursday night. Penalties was a concern. So we really got to work on our discipline and our ball security, and we're going to do those things this weekend. We hope it changed the outcome of Saturday's game.
All right, we'll open the floor for questions for interim head coach Dawson Odums from Southern University.
Coach Odom, good morning to you. Ty Miller from Sheridan Broadcasting.
Good morning.
Coach, in terms of talking to your now team, what did you say to them in the aftermath of the switch of head coaches to assure them that you're still trying to move them forward and do the best for them? Because a lot of them came under the guidance of Stump Mitchell. Now they have new guidance.
Well, basically what we have in place here is, and Coach Mitchell did an outstanding job of getting a lot of talent into this program. We have a vision in place, and what's in front of us is still an opportunity to play for a SWAC championship, and, that's still in front of us. People got to understand we only lost one game in the conference. Everything that we want to accomplish, all the goals that we have set for this football team are still right there in front of us, and we go do our best to go out and make sure we accomplish those goals.
I know it will take a while for you to put your imprint on the program in an interim basis, but what can we expect from a Dawson Odom coach team this weekend?
Well, one thing about me is that I'm a disciplinary, and I just believe that gets you at least into the fourth quarter with a chance to win football games. And one thing people will see out of the football team, I believe they'll see a disciplined football team and a team that plays with a lot of passion and give great effort. I just believe that's what I hang my hat on. That's what I stand on, and I just believe that we owe that to the Southern University family, that we go out and every time we're on the field, we play with some passion and have some pride about what we're doing.
Coach, the players understandably were a little bit upset about the change. Have you had conversations with them to let them know that, you're going to do what's in their best interest?
Of course, we talked about it. We had a team meeting, and once again, we're just trying to move this team forward. We talked about it one day, and once we finished talking about it, what has happened has happened. We can't control that, but we're in full control of our today and our tomorrow, and that's what we try to focus on.
And what do you see from Jackson State that concerns you mostly on offense?
Jackson State is a very talented football team, has a lot of speed. They have a great quarterback play, and they can score some points. Their receiving core is probably the best that we've seen this year, and Coach Cumbergy does a great job in getting those guys motivated and ready to play. We know it'll be a tough challenge, but we got to get our kids ready for it.
For this first week, are you shifting your focus for the entire team, or are you really still concentrating on the defensive side of the ball?
Well, what we're doing is I'm trying to get the defense ready to go. We have some guys over there. We just lost one coach, so we still got some guys over there on offense that have been in the system. We go try to do the best we can with the play calling over there, and just understand that we all got to work together to reach the goals that are in front of us.
Okay, Coach, thank you very much. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
It's Mike from the Baton Rouge Advocate. How you doing?
How you doing, Mike? I'm doing great.
From that offensive side of the ball, who's going to be your offensive coordinator, and who will be in charge of the play calling?
Right now we have, I've designated two guys as co-coordinator, Coach Elvis Joseph and Coach Chadwick Germany. Both will be co-coordinators, and Coach Germany will resume responsibility of the play calling.
And also with the quarterback situation, I know Coach Mitchell was very determined to stick with one quarterback, and he was going to kind of ride it out with Dre. Does that philosophy change any in this switch? Is it a little bit more open?
Well, I think Dre is playing really real good football. When you look at the film, he makes great decisions, and I don't have a problem with Dre being our starting quarterback. I think we're looking at the overall issues of the offense, and we're trying to correct those, and we're just trying to get better. But there's no quarterback situation here at Southern University.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach, this is Travis with the Clarion Ledger. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm good. Coach, just looking at your defense, how do you guys traditionally play? Are you more of a man coverage type of team, or do you plan on maybe mixing things up this week with Jackson State?
We're not a man cover team. It just looked like it. Unless teams trying to run the ball on you, we figure that you got to stop the run. No matter who you play, we think you got to do a great job of stopping the run, and you got to make teams throw the football. We have a multiple defense that's real simple to execute. So we're going to do some things that we feel that are our strengths. We play a lot of zone, and we do mix in some pressures and some blitzes, but we're going to try to do the best things for our kids.
Thanks, Coach.
Final question for Coach Odom.
Yes, Coach Odom, this is Roscoe Nance. Clayton Moore, who's the starter at quarterback for Jackson State now, have you had an opportunity to look at the film of him from last weekend's game, and what do you see there, and what do you think his strengths?
Well, he's a make great decisions. Really seems like he has a good grasp of the offense, has great control of the offense, and distributes the ball real well. And if he's in a bad play, it seems like he'll get him out of that situation and get him into a good play. Just a real heady guy. Everything about him you would like to have in your quarterback. Seems to have a lot of poise. Can stand in the pocket and make throws under pressure. Just overall, just seems to be a great football player for Jackson.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Coach Odom, we'd like to thank you for joining us on your first SWAC football coaches teleconference. We wish you luck this weekend as you head down to Jackson State for your first game on the sideline. That game kicks off at 4:00 p.m. at Jackson, Southern versus Jackson. So, Coach, good luck this weekend, and we look forward to talking to you again next Monday.
Thank you for having me.
All right.